Deep in the heart of the forest, where the sunlight danced through the leaves and the air smelled like adventure, there stood a mesmerizing apple tree. This wasn't just any ordinary tree, it was magical. Its branches stretched wide, bearing brilliant red apples that sparkled in the light, each exuding the sweetest aroma imaginable. But this tree had a rule. It only offered one apple at a time to anyone who passed by. Whether it was a rabbit, a squirrel, or even a bear, each creature could take just one. And if anyone tried to take more, the apples would rot before they could enjoy them. One breezy afternoon, a curious little rabbit wandered through the trees. Its nose twitched as the scent of the apples reached it. Underneath the branches, an apple lay waiting. The rabbit picked it up, took a bite, and gasped. "How delicious!" it said, its eyes sparkling with joy. The squirrel soon followed, scampering down from a nearby tree. It spotted an apple glistening in the sun and pounced on it excitedly. "Sweet and juicy," the squirrel exclaimed, munching happily. Word spread among the animals, and they began visiting the magical apple tree. Foxes, deer, raccoons all came to enjoy the fruit, taking just one apple each. The forest buzzed with happiness, and the apple tree, as if it could sense the harmony, continued offering its fruit generously. But one day, a bear lumbered into the clearing. His eyes widened as he saw apples scattered across the forest floor. "So many apples, mine, all mine," he growled, scooping them up greedily into his massive basket. With a smug grin, the bear trudged back home. When he opened his basket, he froze. The bright red apples had turned brown, shriveled, and rotten. "No," he bellowed. "Why did this happen?" He stormed back to the magical tree, and there he saw the rabbit nibbling on an apple, the squirrel juggling 2 acorns in joy, and the other animals chatting and laughing. None of them had taken more than one, just enough to enjoy the magic. The bear hung his head, realizing the truth. His greed had spoiled the gift. From that day forward, the bear changed. He learned that sharing brought real joy, and that moderation was key. Every now and then, he'd wander to the apple tree, where a single apple waited just for him. And when he took only one, it never rotted. It was always sweet, always magical. Just the way it was meant to be.
In a forest green and deep, a magic apple tree did sleep. Red apples hanging sweet and bright, a gift for all in soft sunlight. One apple only, that's the rule, for every creature, big or small. Share the bounty, don't be greedy, or the magic apples will decay completely. Rabbit hopped with joyful leap, squirrel nibbled secrets to keep. Every creature took their share, happiness blooming everywhere. One apple only, that's the rule, for every creature, big or small. Share the bounty, don't be greedy, or the magic apples will decay completely. Rabbit hopped with joyful leap, squirrel nibbled secrets to keep. Every creature took their share, happiness blooming everywhere. One apple only, that's the rule, for every creature, big or small. Share the bounty, don't be greedy, or the magic apples will decay completely. Greedy bear with eyes so wide took all the apples, couldn't hide. Rotten fruit, a lesson learned, sharing kindness richly earned. One apple only, that's the rule, for every creature, big or small. Share the bounty, don't be greedy, or the magic apples will decay completely. Magic apples, a gentle guide, sharing love with hearts open wide. In the forest, peace will reign when kindness triumphs once again.